Hello, welcome back to Leeds lately for the live watch along of Leeds United versus Norwich City at Carrow Road. I notice we've already got plenty of people in here already, so that's great. Sorry for being a tad late. Let's just load up the game now and we should be able to start. It's actually the exact same team as last time. If you want to check up the on-screen graphic right now. That is the lineup, the exact same one as last time. Hi, everybody who's joining. Hi, CB. Hi, Karen. Timmy Leeds. Rob Bailey. Mac Made Music. I already said CB. Yeah, so everybody, all the usual regulars that help me out by turning up every single week. Thank you very much. We've had a bit of a break because of the international break, which I hate. I hate international breaks. Can't stand them. So boring. But we're back with our beloved Leeds United for today's game. Let me just... It's taking a long time to load the feed. Hey, we got it. I don't seem to have any audio, but that's not the end of the world. Well, I've not got any audio for now. But that's not the end of the world because I can just talk to you all. What's the minute silence for? I actually am unsure because I've got no audio, which is kind of great. Graham Randall saying Norwich 0 at Leeds 2. That would be a great result, wouldn't it? Hey, there we go. I've got some audio now. Liverpool 2-0, Everton, great result. Yeah, get them relegated as fast as possible, please. If any of you missed it, this is the starting lineup. We have just kicked off at Carrow Road. Glenn Kamara passing the ball all the way back to Strauch, who gives it back to Meslier for his first touches in the game. Ampadu nicely back to Strauch. Some good little play there from Leeds. Long ball over the top for Leeds. Doesn't really go anywhere. And it's back with Angus Gunn, the Norwich goalkeeper. I'm assuming it's Angus Gunn because it usually is. Yes, it is. Who we were linked with signing in the summer, but obviously ended up going for Carl Darlow in the end. Yeah, I didn't know what the minute silence was for, but I kind of observed it anyway. That's why I went for quiet for a while, just in case. Leeds playing it round at the back here, but Norwich are trying to press Leeds. Pascal sprouting, sporting a bit of a new Alice band. It's not too predictable, though, because Archie Gray's at right back again. I know he had a brilliant game against Bristol City, but it's not his primary role, is it, for Archie Gray? So it is interesting that he's been put there again, probably off the back of such a good performance. Rodon now. Out wide to Gray. I suppose Gray's had international duty as well, hasn't he? But tried to play a ball over the top there, Leeds, and it was headed away by the Norwich City defender. Now, Rutter with the ball, some heavy touches, but still manages to keep it with the help of Ampadu. Ampadu out wide to Byram. Byram's going to come back again to Strauch. Ampadu now with the ball. Ampadu's been tackled there and it's gone out wide. Rowe coming down the wing. Tries to cross the ball into the box, away by Rodon, but only to the edge of the box, and Norwich have picked it up again. A bit of pressure here from Norwich. Goes down the line, tries to cut the ball back across the box, headed away safely by Sam Byram, but only for a corner. Yeah, he just tried to play that safely there after Hernandez's cross. And he just had to just pop it over the bar there, Byron. But it does mean that Norwich City have got a corner against us, which is about to be taken. Bit of tussling in the box and the referee's blowing his whistle. Mellier's grown a little bit of a sort of stubbly beard there. Didn't know he was capable. Ball crossed in, 1-0. Now, I know you didn't know, Matt, because I didn't actually mention it this time, but please don't put in the chat even a hint that somebody scored either way, because it just means that I don't react naturally to it, and it's a bit annoying is all. But 1-0, the header off a corner. We're still dealing with headers off corners, aren't we? We're still struggling to deal with them. And that is, what's his face? Shane Duffy, who's gone and scored that in the 3rd minute. Oh, come on, Leeds. Not a great start after an international break, is it? We don't really look, we look like what we were like against Southampton, where we just haven't really started. Oh, now Joe Rodon's tried to play a pass down the line and just played it straight into touch. To his compatriot, Dan James. Now it's gone all the way back to the Norwich City goalkeeper. Digler TCM on my way to getting the prediction right, 3-1 Leeds. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying when we concede first because we don't tend to do very well. Nice little bit of interplay, though, with Rutter, Pirot and Glenn Kamara, but the ball's pinging around a little bit now, just outside the Norwich City box. Now Sam Byram takes the ball into the box. He's been brought down there in the box, not been given a penalty, though. It was a little bit of a trip and a stumble and a fall there from Sam Byram, but I'm not sure whether there was much in that, but certainly Sam Byram was appealing for it. Norwich City goalkeeper Angus Gunn then ready to take this goal kick from just near his box on the right hand side. Goal kick, not goal kick, free kick. Sends it down the line. Joe Rodon is happy to let that one roll all the way through to Mellier, who can pick it up and roll it back out to Pascal Strauch. Now Sam Byram. Somerville can't quite get on the end of his pass. Leeds really need to make sure that what happened at Southampton doesn't happen here at Norwich City again. Ball out wide to Onel Hernandez. I think it's Onel. Either way, he's called Hernandez. Norwich City, number 25, strokes it back to the centre-back, and they look for options to come forward again. Pirot, nice little ball to Dan James. Dan James cuts back into Pirot. But Pirot's tackled. And then Archie Gray gets nutmegged, and Ethan Ampadu has to come across and make the tackle against Sarah. Leeds just look rusty and a bit... just a bit slow, and this is a bit worrying. Yeah, there's plenty of time, isn't there? There's plenty of time, Mark. But it is just frustrating when you concede so early on, because you just feel like you've got a mountain to climb before the game's even begun, and psychologically it can't be great to concede that early. Somerville now drives over the halfway line with it into Rutter. Rutter's brought down. It's going to be a free kick for Leeds on the Norwich side of the centre circle. Oh, and we're buffering, which means the time is going to be out and everything's going to go wrong. Everything's going wrong today. We're just going to have to leave the timer as it was, I think. Kamara then getting ready to take this free kick. Does so and gives it to Rodon. Back to Gray. Now Dan James. Dan James goes back to Rodon. Then Strauch. Strauch to Byram. Now Somerville with the ball. Gives it inside to Ampadu. And Ampadu, his only choice was to go back there to Strauch, who goes all the way back to Meslier. Nice little touch there from Mellier's long pass from Somerville, and these now have a chance to break. Ball goes out wide to Dan James. Dan James cuts inside. Edge of the box. Tries to shoot, and it's deflected there over the bar for a Leeds United corner. Maybe Dan James would have been better trying to pass that. He went for the shot in the end, and he did win Leeds a corner. Ball went outside from Somerville out to Dan James, and then Dan James ran across the face of the box and had a shot, but it was... blocked there and goes out for a corner. Let's hope we can get on the score sheet with a corner of our own here. Somerville steps up to take this one. Somerville curls it near post, headed away. Now Archie Gray picks up the ball, gives it into Glenn Kamara. Glenn Kamara with a chance to get the ball in the box again, curls it towards the back post. It's gone over everyone. Poor ball. As CB says, 106 watching, only 36 likes. Smash the like button, guys. Yes, thank you very much, CB. Yeah, hit that like button, guys, and it gets the stream out there to more people. Duffy takes the goal kick now. Just seen a replay of his goal. Archie Gray wins that header and the second header. Apparently it was an offside there for Norwich City. Stoke 1-0 up against Sunderland. Good that James is confident enough to have a shot. Yeah, true actually. You'd have seen in the past that he would have tried and just overran that until there was a pass, but there was never one on. Jorginho Rutter's just been brought down there, and it's going to be a yellow card to Shane Duffy. Let's hope that he scores and gets sent off in the same game. He's already done the score bit, and now he's had a yellow card. Rad Music Chat saying never do it easy, do we? And absolutely we don't. There's no straightforward victories, is there, with Leeds? I mean, there is sometimes. The Millwall one was, but they're few and far between, aren't they? Really are. Sam Byram, nice little ball into Rutter, gets it back again. Sam Byram into Pirot. Pirot tries to poke it out wide. It's a bit behind Dan James, but he can pick it up here. Dan James across to Ethan Ampadu. Ethan Ampadu spreads the play to Strauch. Strauch's going to go wide here where Somerville's waiting for it. Somerville up against Rowe, cuts inside. Somerville tries to have a shot, and it's way over the... Honestly, the amount of times I've seen that, he just always leans back and curls it over the bar, like by quite a distance. It's just tame efforts, just never very good. And we're buffering again. I seem to have weathered that early storm better than we played Southampton. Yeah, we do, but still, we've still conceded, haven't we? If we can keep it going without conceding another one, which is probably what we'll have learnt from the Southampton game, then we've got a chance at, haven't we? Ball with Angus Gunn. Then back to the centre-back whose name I do not actually know. I know the other one because he used to play for Brighton, but ball down the line from him. Archie Gray does really well to get across and take that ball. Hernandez cuts inside. Tries to play the ball across, but Somerville picks it up, and now Leeds have a chance to break here on the counter-attack. Somerville out wide to Jorginho. Jorginho bearing down on the box on the outside, gives it into Somerville. Somerville in the box. Somerville! It's surely to God that was a penalty against on Rutter. Rutter shoots! Dropped by the goalkeeper and then caught again. But I feel that Rutter was brought down in the box there. Really good, quick counter-attacking break there from Leeds. Somerville squeezed the ball out to Jorginho Rutter, and as he came into the box, he was barged very hard in the side and went down. And to me, I don't know if it was a shoulder-to-shoulder. I feel like it was a shoulder-to-rib cage. Yeah, we're growing into the game is what I would say. And our counter-attacking is improving. The speed and the pace at which we're doing it is improving. Certainly down that side where Somerville and Rutter are able to link up. You can see that off the ball Leeds almost go into a bit of a 4-4-2. With Carrow and Jorginho, the ones up front. Poor ball from a Norwich City man there, and Dan James is able to pick that one up. Now Joe Rodon's had the ball nicked off him by Adam Idah. Idah looking for options. Now Hernandez. Back down the line to the Norwich City striker. Back to Hernandez again. Leeds doing well to force them away from goal. Oh, Ampadu nicked the ball really well there, and my stream started to buffer. Oh, God. Kenny McLean plays a ball through into Adam Idah. Adam Idah tries to shoot, and Pascal Struijk, really, really good sliding block there. Now Norwich with the ball again. Now Hernandez looking for a chance to get into the box. Can't do so, so gives it back out to the number 30. He crosses it in, headed away by Struijk. Then Jorginho tries to take that in his path, and Kenny McLean's absolutely nailed him there in the foot. I feel like it was he's booted the other side of McLean's studs there, Rutter, and yeah, that is a painful one. Let me tell you, I've tried to strike a ball full power to clear it and kicked the underside of somebody's boot before with metal studs. Don't try it. It's not pleasant. I wouldn't recommend it. It's awful. I had a bruised foot for weeks, and it could have been worse. Nice ball from Meslier. Out wide to Dan James. Dan James looking forwards as he looks for options. Has to give it to Gray, though, and then back to Rodon. Rodon's has his arms out like this, saying, where's my option, where's my option? And eventually he gets the ball back off Meslier. Nice ball from Rodon into Rutter. Rutter's pulled down there again by a Norwich City defender. They are all just fouling Rutter constantly. God, I wish it would stop for him. Now Struijk with the ball. Into Byram. Somerville. Somerville has to play it back across to Rodon. Now Dan James. Dan James tries to clip a ball forward to Carrow, but can't quite get it over the Norwich City defender. And that's going to be a foul from Dan James there, just for pulling back McLean. Long ball forward there from the Norwich City defender from that free kick, and Rodon deals with it. Clips the ball up, and it's only gone as far as Hernandez, and Archie Gray is going to try and tackle him, and he's done really well to do so, actually, with the outside of his foot. And we're buffering again. Oh, God. The timer's not going to be quite right, but we'll just watch it as it happens and not try and skip bits, because we'll just watch it. Oh, really good ball from Ampadu. Nearly goes through to Dan James there, but can't quite get it through. Norwich City playing some nice football now, and they're through on goal here. Mellier's done really, really well to anticipate that one and come out. That's really good goalkeeping there from Meslier. So switched on to be able to do that. It was a really good bit of play, actually. A few little 1-2s from Norwich, and then through on goal. And then Meslier did really, really well to be alive enough and aware enough to come out and get that ball. Because if he gets that wrong, it's a goal. Does really well. Throw in taken. Clipped up the line. Back towards Hernandez. Archie Gray up against Hernandez. Across the box. Rowe tries to shoot. Headed away by Strauch. Ida heads it back out to the edge where somebody's going to try and cross it in. Somerville does really well. Gets a foot in and it goes out for a Norwich City throw in. I'm getting sick of this buffering. And we're back again and we can see what's happening. Throw in then for Norwich. Thrown into Rowe. Rowe gets the ball back again. Now he's going to play it down the line. Ball crossed into the box and away by Strauch, but only for a Norwich City corner. Any yellow cards given by the referee? Yeah, we're getting clattered. There was one yellow card's been given, and that was for Shane Duffy on Rutter, I think it was. And that was pretty early on. He's not really given any since, I don't think so. How many times is it going to buffer? So annoying. Right. We're back. Corner about to be taken by Norwich. This time punched away by Meslier. Rutter chases it out, but a Norwich player's got there first and gets back to the corner taker. Looking for an opportunity to get the ball in the box. Instead, he goes to about halfway inside the Leeds half. Now McLean clips the ball forward again. Headed towards goal, and Meslier is able to catch that one this time. Meslier just calming down his defence and looking for an option. Now Strauch. Back to Meslier. Out wide to Archie Gray in the right back role today. Archie Gray tries to play it into Rutter but can't quite get it to him, and then the ball goes out for a Leeds throw-in on the halfway line after a clash between Ampadu and I think McLean. I'm not sure, maybe one of the other Norwich midfielders. Archie Gray's gone all the way back to Rodon, who's going to go back to Meslier in goal. Now Meslier wide to Strauch. Strauch tries to play a nice little pass into Somerville and does so. Somerville does really well to win that ball. Oh, bollocks. Sorry, but that is not. Now Somerville's going to get a yellow card, even though he won the ball. Nah, Somerville won the ball there. 100%. He got the ball about a minute before the player got there. Oh my God, it's buffering again. Remain calm. Remain calm. We're now about a minute and a half behind where we started because of all these stoppages. At half-time, we'll try and sort that out. I don't know how, but we'll try. Norwich with a free kick then about halfway inside Leeds' half. Leeds playing a very high line. Ball clipped towards the back post, across goal, and then away by Rodon. It's going to bounce here and stay in. Leeds are able to keep the ball in play. Oh, what? Did it go out, or are they saying it's a free kick? Because if they're saying it's a free kick, then okay, it's a throw-in. Fair enough. Ball goes back to the Norwich City goalkeeper. Duffy with the ball forward. It's going to be a free kick again to Norwich. You've tried to take it quickly, and it's going to go through to Joe Rodon, who gets there really well and gives it back to Meslier. Meslier with his right foot clears it over the halfway line. All the way through to the Norwich goalkeeper. 125 viewers, and we've only got 58 likes. Let's try and get that up a little bit. Oh, we just dropped 10 instantly as soon as I said that. Rowe now goes out wide. Ball across, and Meslier does well to save that one. Meslier looking for an option now to get rid of the ball. Norwich are a good side, and they're exploiting us on the break quite a lot. We need to get a goal. We really do. Oh, is their fullback Jack Stacey? Is that what he's called? Their right back, the one that used to play for Bournemouth. Why can't we take the corners like them? Because they've got a big brute like what do you call him? Shane Duffy at the back, and we've got ball-playing defenders who aren't very good at winning headers. Dan James now. Tries to get the ball in the box. It was a good ball in. Nobody on the end of it. Now Dan James again. Back to Ampadu. Into Kamara. Kamara does well. Gets the ball to... Oh, nearly gets the ball to Dan James in the box. And Leeds have to try and keep them in the corner here, and they do, and they win the ball back through Glenn Kamara. Glenn Kamara running towards the box, gets the ball into Rutter. Ball back into Glenn Kamara, shoots! Oh, just past the post. Unlucky, so unlucky. Really good bit of play there from Glenn Kamara, linking up with the strikers, and nearly puts it in. If he was left-footed, that would have been a goal there. He puts it right across the face of goal. Isaac L, it's because mine keeps buffering for like 10 seconds every couple of minutes. So now I'm like a minute and a half behind. And it doesn't jump to where it is now. It just like plays from where it was, if you get what I mean. So so you might even actually be 2 minutes ahead of me, because the timer on the screen is where I started, and now on my screen I'm actually watching the game. It's 23 minutes and 15 seconds, and that says 24 minutes and 45 seconds. So, and I can't really change that at the moment. Adam Ida now with the ball. Jonathan Rowe's. Is he Jonathan Rowe? I feel like there's a couple of Rows, or is there a couple of Lows? I can't remember. Oh, I think there's a Jamal Lowe and a Jonathan Rowe. I can't remember. Meslier into Ampadu. Now Rodon. Now Archie Gray. Into Dan James, who turns well, gets the ball into Pirro. Pirro's throw on goal. Pirro shoots and misses. Really good play there. Archie Gray played it into Dan James, who turned really, really well and played a lovely ball into Pirro, and then Pirro's shot, he's just dragged it, and it didn't put enough curve on it, and it's gone wide of the post. I think he felt the player bearing down on him. But, yeah, one of those days again, Jeffrey Biss is saying. Does seem like it, doesn't it? Until somebody changes that. But the promising thing is we have had chances, and in the last 5 minutes we've had 2, which you probably say we should have scored, so really good chances. Oh, Somerville does really well, turns his man inside out there. Comes inside to Pirro, Rutter, oh, drags it wide. Us 100 shots, 0 goals, them 1 shot, 1 goal every time. Yeah, it's so frustrating, isn't it? Just give yourself so many opportunities and we just don't put them away. Just, yeah, Rutter that time. Jorginho just drags it. Somerville did really well to get the ball to him in the first place, and then Pirro stepped over it and let it go through. Oh, suddenly I've got some commentary after 25 minutes. Now Shane Duffy drives the ball forward. Goes out wide to Stacey. Stacey out wide to Rowe. Oh, it is Jonathan Rowe. Thanks, commentator. Somerville does really well to tackle him and now comes forward. He's looking for options, but he can only really jog because there's not much ahead of him. Somerville has been brought down there. Breaking up a counter-attack like that by bringing somebody down is, by the letter of the law, a yellow card, and I bet you we won't give him one. Rutter running down the line. Rutter trying to get into the box. And I think, oh, it's going to be a goal kick. 2 weeks shooting practice. Should have gone to the pub instead. Seems Leeds all over. Seems Leeds are seems to be Leeds are all over them, but can't get their shots right. Yeah, it's not. Norwich have been good. They've probably, on the balance of things, maybe deserved to be in front the way that they started the game, but we've come into it a lot more since, and we really should have scored 2 goals. Seems like their goalkeeper might have to come off, you know. Yeah, Gunn's still down here, and it seems to be his knee on Andy's thigh, maybe. I'm not sure, but does look like he might have to come off. Well, whilst this injury is happening, this could be a good chance for me to catch up, you know. Yeah, I think I'm caught up now, so I'm... Yeah, the feed is about 5 seconds ahead of my timer down there, and I've used that break to catch up, so this should be perfect now. Hey, thank you, Angus Gunn, for getting injured. So Long is going in goal. Don't know much about him. But Norwich now have a corner. I don't know how that happened, but let's deal with it. Sarah to take this corner then. Kills it into the box. 2-0. But it's been blown up and it's stopped and it's not going to be a goal. I don't know why. Yeah, and we really need to stop Duffy doing that on corners, as Tony Dorigo is rightfully saying. Let's get that like total up to 75, please. Only takes 4 of you. And there's 118 in here, so there's definitely more than 4 that haven't liked it. This defense is heart attack risk. Yeah, but I think usually we're not. Usually we're pretty calm in this season, but I think it's just against big, brute defenders. Looks like Melier was maybe fouled. Definitely got lucky there, though, yeah. Just get to halftime 1-0 down and regroup, or get to halftime 1-1 by scoring just before halftime and take the momentum into the second half. That's the ideal, isn't it? Archie Gray battling against Hernandez there. Archie Gray wins that battle, and it's actually going to be a Leeds United throw-in. Takes the throw-in and gives it back to Rodon, who's going to give it all back to Melier, and then Melier is going to give that out wide to Strauch. Strauch drives the ball forward, gives it into Somerville. Somerville comes across his man and carries it. Oh, buffering again, are we? Right when we're on the counter-attack. That's convenient. Oh, my God, it's taken so long to buffer as well. Oh, my God. This is good, isn't it? Great. Oh, my God, it's taking so long. Apparently Leeds have got a corner. Don't know how it happened, but now Dan James with the corner. Dan James towards the back post, headed straight up in the air, and the goalkeeper's able to catch that one. Kamara wins that header, defensive header there, and the ball's going to go all the way back to Archie Gray, who can't keep it in. Why are they talking about cricket on the Norwich commentary? Archie Gray tries to clear that one. And then Pirro. Then Rutter. Then Pirro. Then Dan James. Really good counter-attack. Go on, Dan James. He gets past his man. Dan James skies it. Come on. Get your head over the ball. Dan James does really well. Just nicks the ball past Shane Duffy. Has a chance to shoot. And then, oh, we're buffering again. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Why does it just constantly buffer? It's a joke. Right, we're back again. Now Hernandez tries to play it down the line. Dan James falls over. He's pulled down by his man, so how is that not a foul on Dan James? Sarah on the edge of the box, shoots just past the post, but really, that should have been a foul on Dan James. That is a foul on Dan James. The Norwich winger had hold of his shirt the whole time and pulled him down. Really was a foul. Good strike from Sarah and just misses, but it shouldn't have stood. Strauch. Now Byram inside to Rutter, over the top to Somerville. Somerville's onside here into the box. He tries to go past the keeper and is slid into by Stacey, it is, and Leeds have a corner. I have no idea what any of that means, Rob. because cricket is the most boring sport on earth. Dan James with the corner then. 36th minute of the game. A lot of tussling going on inside the box. Dan James curls it towards the front post, headed on by Carrow, I think it was. I don't know who it was in the end, but just past the post. Well, I think it was Jorginho in the end. Got some good players on the bench, though. Jaden Anthony, Willie Nonto, Patrick Bamford, Ilya Gruev. We've got a decent bench. Another bad referee. Yeah, agreed. They're all terrible. Ball down the line there from the Norwich players. Picked up easily by Rodon and given into Meslier. I reckon Nonto could change it as well, you know. Kamara into Rodon. Rodon to Strauch. Strauch to Byram. Now Somerville. Now back to Byram. Byram can get it across the box. Caught easily by Long. What's the betting? There are no subs. Oh, there won't be any subs at half time. They'll wait until much later on. Good tackle by Kamara there, but somehow McLean still has the ball. There was just something wrong about Leeds trying to sign McLean. Like, imagine... Oh, God. Really good ball there through. Adam Ida's throw on goal. Really good tackle there by Sam Byram. Bit of a communication error there between Meslier and Strauch. Oh, Kamara's just passed the ball straight into touch. Oof. Really good defending there by Sam Byram. Strauch wanted Meslier to come and get the ball there, and he just wouldn't. So he had to pass it back to him and then send it long. Well, then clear it. Because he didn't send it long in the end. McLean now. Good ball into Ida, and Ida plays the ball out wide to Stacey. Stacey to Rowe. Rowe comes into the box, shoots. Good block by Strauch. Now Hernandez inside the box. Opens up for a shot. Blocked again by Leeds, and this time it's Ampadu. Yeah, but John's saying they're all over us, but it's not... Games go in peaks and troughs, don't they? We were all over them for a lot of it, and that had that spell where we had 2 chances where we really should have scored. So it's just football, isn't it? They will have a period of dominance, and they're a good side, so we just need to avoid conceding in those moments. I shouldn't have said that. Corner comes in, headed away by Ampadu, then headed away by Rodon, and Leeds have won a free kick anyway, just inside their own penalty area. Gray with the ball. Now Dan James. Dan James looking for some options. Gives it back to Ampadu. Kamara. Good little ball into the feet of Jorginho. Really nice pass out wide to Sam Byram. Sam Byram looking for an option. didn't really use the momentum of that, and now Leeds are on the edge of the box again with Jorginho. Jorginho still has the ball. Nice ball out wide to Dan James. Tries to clip the ball into the box towards Pirro and Rutte, but can't quite get it to him. Great, nice ball into Pirro. Now Rutte. Rutte's inside the box. Tries to get it across and is tackled well there. Cameraman just helping him a little bit there. Yeah, Rutte went right into the cameraman there. His knee was just like here on the screen. I shouldn't have done that. Have I changed the focus? No, I think we're all right. Duffy. Now Stacey. McLean. Really good pass out wide. Tell you what, I kind of do get why we tried to sign him. He's really good at passing a football. Hernandez inside the box to Sara. He's still here. Scores. We had about 4 chances to tackle in him then, and we didn't. 2-0 right before half-time. Archie Gray should have done better against Hernandez. Then the ball in. Kamara should have done better against Sara. And then Rodon didn't really get anywhere near it. And Strauch had to try and dive in last second. And it was a combination of all of our players just not tackling him. Oh, this is just awful, isn't it? Farker's just let out a big sigh. We've had chances. We've had chances to score and we haven't taken them and we've been punished. God. Still waiting to take the kick off. Ampadu, Kamara, Strauch. Strauch. Rodon. Kamara's been one of our best players. Or maybe I'm clouded by that really good chance that he made for himself. Leeds United throw in. Byram looking for an option. Nice ball to Jorginho. Somerville can't keep it in. He's pretty bob on now, to be fair. It's only about 10 seconds behind. I don't think you can put anything on Meslier then for that goal. Long ball here from Long. Hernandez. And Rodon tries to win the ball, and I don't think he... Oh no, he is going to get a yellow card. So Rodon's on a yellow card, so that could be him getting a second yellow. It's just depressing losing football matches, isn't it? Sarah with the free kick then. Just outside the box on the left-hand side near the touchline. Clipped into the box, headed away by Strauch. Somerville tries to flick it on once more, but there's nobody ahead of him, so it's going to go all the way back to the Norwich goalkeeper. Gray now on the centre circle. Now Ampadu. Byram. Somerville. Strauch to Rodon. Now Archie Gray. Strauch down the line. Now Sam Byram. Looking for a chance to get the ball into the box. Curls it really tamely into the goalkeeper's gloves. I don't know what he was trying there, to be honest. Ball down the line towards Hernandez, and Gray has to get there. Does, but goes for a Norwich throw-in. Throw in for Norwich. Hernandez with the ball at his feet. Dan James does well to defend that out for a goal kick. I feel like it's going to be half-time as soon as his goal kick's taken anyway. Good turn by Rodon. Out wide to Gray. Gray down the line. Into Dan James and then Pirro. Pirro to Ampadu. Now Kamara. Now Somerville. Coming towards the Norwich box. And Sam Byram. Back to Somerville. Somerville into the box. Byram. Looking for an option. Manages to get the ball back to Kamara. Then back to Byram. Now Somerville. Now Kamara. Now back to Somerville. Now Somerville shoots. Curls it wide. I just never believed it was going in. Somerville just can't score from distance. Byron played it into Somerville and he turned nicely, but he just never puts it on target. Half time. I shall be back in a minute. I'm just going to fill up my water and stuff, so be back soon. Hello, I am back. Looks like we're going to have to settle for a 3-2 win. Score first in the second half and we're right in this game. Yeah, we are, but you just don't believe we're ever going to score, do you? Just because of the chances that we've missed. It's so frustrating. Really is so frustrating. Yeah, we just need to put our chances away, but we can't at the moment. We're just so bad at shooting. Remember as well, guys, if you find that you can't put anything in the chat down below, then hit that subscribe button and you should be able to. And the other thing was, if you want to have a look at some classic Leeds United football shirts, check out the link in the description. And you'll get 10% off if you use Leeds Lately 10 at checkout. If you use that link in the description, there's loads of good retro shirts on there and loads of good Leeds ones as well. So, yeah, that is down below. If anybody didn't join at the start and they want to know what the lineup is if they're not watching, that is the lineup. Hopefully there's some substitutions at some point soon because I think Jaden Anthony, he's had... a bit of a break, so he should be good to come on and play. Willie Nonto as well, I think, would be a good player for this game. I'm not sure about Bamford. Maybe it could be his chance to come in and bag a couple of goals and make us all feel a bit better, but don't know if I can see it from him, to be honest. Just getting strings for Yasmin playing as the Leeds kit. I forgot that Stuart Dallas existed. He should be back within 2 months, I'm going to say. Should be able to actually play in the Championship, I'd hope. We are, yeah. So it's so frustrating, isn't it? It's so frustrating. Why couldn't it just stayed 1-0? If it had just stayed 1-0, we'd have had so much more of a chance of coming back into this game in the second half. But now I just don't quite believe that we will. I just don't know. Yeah, I just don't know why. I just don't quite believe that we will. Beckford just talking about how our composure is lacking massively in front of goal. We do just seem to fire them over the bar and stuff, don't we? We just don't seem that switched on to just put them in the back of the net. Actually, hold on. Let's have a look at the bench. Because I want to see who we've got on the bench because so Ayling's there and he can play right back. Shackleton can play right back. I just feel like Archie Gray's having a bit of a torrid time down that side. You've got good attacking options in Poveda, Anthony, Nonto, and Bamford. But I just think one of them's got to come on and make a difference in this game because at the moment we're just struggling and we're struggling defensively as well. I don't really know what it is. I don't know if it's just that maybe we're just not giving enough credit to Norwich because they are just quite a good team. we're in a position to press, then hardly actually press. Lackluster. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? We are allowing them a lot of space in our box, and I would bring on Nonto and Anthony as well, to be honest. I think Dan James, whilst he's created a couple of chances for himself, if he's just going to sky them over the bar, then there's no point in him being on. Somerville's created some stuff. Somerville has created some stuff, but it's just Sarah should never have been allowed to score that goal. What did Ollie Ward say? Jay? 3-1 final score. I don't know how that's going to happen. Ollie said we would defo win. Oh. Good one, Ollie, for God's sake. Yeah, Glenn Kamara's got to finish that one that he had, that really good chance he had. Did a nice little 1-2 with Rutter and then into the box and just drags it past the post. Perot's been missing making the number 9. Yeah, but then Perot had that chance where it went straight through to him and he just put it past the post. Really poor finish. Really good ball from Dan James into him, but like that's a gilt-edged opportunity for somebody as good as he is at finishing. Leeds just a bit cursed when it comes to scoring. We seem to be, don't we? We're just going through those chances now. This is the one where Dan James just knocked it through Duffy's legs and then just over the bar. We're a little deep, don't you think? What do you mean in terms of our we're playing quite a deep line rather than a high line that we usually play at? I'll look out for it in the second half. I can't say that I've noticed that it was any different from usual in the first half, but he may change it, to be fair, in the second half. But what's everyone's final score prediction? 3-0 to Norwich. I think we'll try and press for a goal and we'll mess it up and they'll score. One chance in the first half for him, nowhere to be seen after that chance. I think we need to push up a bit. Yeah, they're a team that actually tries to press a little bit, though, aren't they, Norwich? And they will try and attack us and break us down if they have the chance. So I think 3-1. How can it possibly be 3-1 when they're... Oh, sorry, 3-1 to them. Yeah. Glad football is back, but not the start we wanted. Yeah, I said, I can't be bothered with the international break, and then we're back here with this, and it's just crap again. Oh, bloody hell. I wish the second half would start. Or at least Jimmy is tracking back well. Yeah, he is actually, isn't he? And he's actually trying to do a bit of defensive dog work, which is something that he has lacked from his game before. Farker won't have made any changes. Need tactical changes, not players. I think we need a bit of both, to be honest. I think some of our players have had busy international breaks as well, and Dan James, I know, played a lot of minutes, and I think he got two assists and a goal or something like that, and so he really needs a bit of a break. And who else is there? There's some other players that have played in the international break as well that need a bit of a break, so I think we do need a bit of personnel as well. I'd do three things. Change James from Onto, bring in Ayling for Archie and tell Kamara we need more from him. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if you could put Gray in the midfield and bring on a right back, but Bobby Charlton has passed away. Is that what the minute silence was for at the start? At least Man City scored 2. My FPL is buzzing. Who scored? Probably Haaland, right? Why are we just listening to like the full Leeds United podcast instead of just is the game's not back on for anybody, is it? I think we're going back out to the second half now. No changes. Well, there wouldn't be, would there? Oh, look, you can see a B&M bargains and stuff from the Norwich ground. What else is there? Can't quite tell, but there's like a little retail park next to it. Second half is underway at Carrow Road, and they send a long ball forward towards the corner. Hernandez can't get there, and it's going to be a throw into Leeds. It's going to be a foul there, isn't it, from Rutter? Yeah, free kick to... Yeah, no need to shout at me, Rob. God. No, yeah, mine's on... Well, it's on what it is on the screen that you can see now. So that's where I am with it. So, again, just a reminder at the start of this half, if a goal goes in, either way, don't put anything in the chat until I've reacted to it. Sarah. Free kick into the box. Flicked on, and then it's gone just past the post for a Leeds goal kick. Yeah, I think it just hit the Norwich player and rolled past the post. Strauch now. Into Somerville. Back to Kamara. Kamara back to Melier. Allison saying no changes is crazy. Yeah, he just never makes any changes at half-time, does he? He likes to make them later on. But to me, I think we need to see a bit of Jadon Anthony. Crossfield pass from Kamara is really good. And Archie Gray nearly gets on the end of it, but Dan James gets on the end of his own pass. Now Archie Gray gets tackled, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in just outside the Norwich City box. Archie Gray's gone back to Ampadu. Ampadu into Kamara. Now Dan James. Back to Kamara. Back to Ampadu, sorry. Ampadu down the line to Dan James. Back to Archie Gray. Leeds trying to fashion an opening here, but nothing really showing up at the moment. Ball goes out to Strauch on the opposite side. Now Somerville. Somerville facing up against his man, Stacey. Somerville tries to get the ball into the box. Caught there by the goalkeeper. Afternoon, Michael. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, people were just saying about that before. Goal kick then here. Stacey tries to play it down the line. Picked up by Byram. Byram's pass was supposed to go to Kamara and was really weak. Now Adam Ida. Out wide. Archie Gray didn't foul then. Ampadu comes forward with the ball. Ampadu gives it to Pirot. Then Kamara into Somerville. Somerville on the edge of the box. Coming into the box. Somerville tries to shoot. Oh, Dan James needs to keep that one in. It's going to be a Leeds throw in there. Somerville did really well to get across then, but Shane Duffy just in the way of that. And now Norwich are able to just get the ball clear. Leeds keep the ball though. Rodon fouled, but play on. Maybe it wasn't even a foul. No subs really, yeah. He doesn't make subs at half-time, Farker. We should never expect him to because he won't. But he will make them a bit later on. But then, could be too late. We played some good stuff in the first half though. Like, you could see the way that we might be able to score. Ampadu goes through the middle of two players there. Ampadu looking for options. Goes back to Strauch. Strauch. Ampadu. Now Kamara. Ampadu. Down the line to Byram. Byram into Somerville. Somerville coming into the box. Cleared away by Sarah. Somerville does really well to get the ball back to Ampadu. Ampadu's going to shapes up to put it in the box and doesn't. Now he's running towards the box, Ampadu. Right across the penalty spot. Really good pass into the box from Ampadu. Just nobody there to finish it off. Now Norwich City have the chance to have a counter-attack here with Jack Stacey. Goes out wide. Not a reflection on you, but thinking there should be a second dislike button because I'm hating the score. Yeah. It's just frustrating, isn't it? Because we created enough chances to score 2 or 3 in that first half, and we ended up 2-0 down at half-time. And they're in again here, down the wing. Good foot by Archie Gray, just forces him to go back out wide. Now Sarah. Sarah tries to shoot from the edge, and Somerville's going to get to the deflected ball. Somerville now with a chance to break on the counter-attack. Jonathan Rowe trying to catch up with him. Good ball into Pirro. Pirro's tackled. Pirro's got nothing in terms of skill and holding the ball up. He just sort of stands there and waits for someone to tackle him. Kamara. Archie Gray. Now Rowe. Now Stacey. Does well there. Now Sarah. Sarah looking back towards the halfway line and gives the ball into Shane Duffy. Can anyone honestly say Bamford will improve our shooting? No, he won't. But he might get himself in more positions where we can score from. Nonto, Bamford and Anthony are warming up, by the way. Good ball from Ampadu into Kamara. Kamara back out wide to Jorginho Rutter. Tries to play, not on the same wavelength as Dan James, and his pass just rolls straight through to the goalkeeper there. So frustrating. We just don't seem like we're going to be able to get through is the problem. You need somebody who's going to create a little bit of magic and spark everybody to life. Somebody like Nonto or Jaden Anthony who can beat a man and just put it in the bottom corner, and then you're back in it then, aren't you? But at the moment, it just... you can't see where that's coming from. Strauch. Now Kamara. Kamara fouled there. He's going to win a free kick just inside the Leeds half. Now Pirro with the ball. Into Ampadu. Ampadu's going to have to give it to Dan James here. Archie Gray's on the overlap. But Dan James puts the ball in the box towards the back post. It's gone all the way through to Somerville on the opposite side. Byram. But now Kamara. Kamara looking for a chance to shoot. Chooses not to, then gives it to Byram. Now Somerville. Somerville tries to get it across, and it's going to be a Leeds corner. If we could just get on this corner, get a header in, and we really start to believe that we're going to come back into this game then. But as it stands, you just can't see it. Somerville over this corner then. What's the bet in its near post? Oh no. Rodon just heads it directly up in the air. I don't know what that was. Poor again from Leeds. I think he'll make the subs in 5 minutes in the 60th. Give them half an hour to make a difference. Kenny McLean with the ball forwards. Byram's going to get there first. Does well to get there and get the ball back to Meslier. I think that should have been a foul on Byram, to be honest, but it's not given. Now Strauch. To Byram. To Jorginho. Now Byram tries to flick it down the line. Honestly, the amount of times that Jorginho gets fouled and not given a free kick is unbelievable. Farker making changes. Stacey with the throw-in. Cleared by Byram. Foul throw-in, actually. Byram now to take the throw-in. It's unusual you see foul throw-ins, isn't it? Although the other week we saw a couple, didn't we? Was that against Bristol City or was that against Millwall? Can't remember. Kamara gives the ball back to Meslier. Now to Archie Gray. Gray down the line to Dan James. Cleared up by Kenny McLean and then all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now Duffy. Bad ball from Duffy and now Dan James picks it up. Fouled straight through the back of him. How is that not a foul? Are you joking? This referee is awful. That was 100% a foul. He just went straight through the back of Dan James. How is it not a foul? I know they're trying to be more lenient this year, but that's not leniency. That's just not the rules. It's going to be a foul now, though, isn't it? Bloody hell. Yeah, their player actually stopped playing, didn't he? Hernandez up against Archie Gray. Archie Gray gets a foot, but Hernandez still has the ball, and it's going to be a Norwich throw-in somehow. Bamford's contesting that because he thinks it's bollocks, and so do I. Did Norwich just only have, like, yellow sponsors? Because all of the things around the ground are, like, there's adverts for Gran Canaria, and that's all, like, yellow and green, or yellow and blue. Then they had Lotus before, which is their stadium sponsor and stuff as well, I think. Hernandez looking for options. Now Sarah, did he come back from an offside position? It's not been given. Headed away by Sam Byron, but he's been absolutely nailed there by Jonathan Rowe. Oh, if only we still had Jack Clark. Meslier ready to take this goal kick then. Well, free kick, but pretty much a goal kick. Thank you, Karen. Thanks very much. I really appreciate that. Really makes this a little bit more bearable for me. Considering we are 2-0 down at Norwich. Now Pirro. Nice little turn. Out to Kamara. Now Somerville. Ampadu. Oh, Ampadu's hit the referee there. Oh my God. This referee's a joke. He's terrible. And then we can just play again. Oh, bloody hell. And then Ampadu's pass is cut out. Now Norwich have a counter-attack. This is absolute bull. This never would have happened if... Leeds throw him, but this never would have happened at all if he hadn't have just run across the line of play. Norwich are making a substitution before we are. Wish we could sub the referee. Yeah, so do I. Hernandez is coming off. And Springett is coming on. Never heard of him. Byram with the throw-in. So Somerville. Back to Byram. Back to Kamara. Kamara across the road on, and Leeds can come out the other side here if he's quick enough. Archie Gray. Closed down here. Out wide to Dan James. Dan James getting his back into the man, and it's not a foul, so Norwich has just got the ball back. Now Rowe. Crosses it into the box. Headed away by Byram. Goes through everyone and out for a throw-in. I feel a bit sorry for Gruev. He's had no game time, has he? I don't even know if he's any good, to be honest. Melier across to Strauch. Then Byram. Byram down the line to Somerville. Somerville is being manhandled here. Strauch has to try and clear that one down the line. This is just a bit of pinball at the moment, but Ampadu comes out with it and gives it to Jorginho. Jorginho now has a chance to break. Jorginho driving forwards, looking for some options. Goes out wide to Dan James. Dan James try and cut the ball back across. It's in. Own goal. Dan James has found himself falling over the advertising hoardings, but it's 2-1. Good. 2-1. Come on. Half an hour left. I don't know how that ended up in the back of the net, but good. Oh, it hit Shane Duffy and went in. Good. You deserve that. That's karma. Yeah, keeper saves it up onto Duffy. Bounces into his own net. Does Dan James get an assist for that? Because I think he should. Mainly because of my biased pre-season predictions. But I think he should get that. Nonto's warming up and sorting his socks out, so that may mean that he's going to come on at some point soon. Leeds now with the chance to break. Dan James with the ball. Ah! Come on, Dan. Just because you're fast doesn't mean you can dribble past everybody. Jonathan Rowe tries to play the ball in, and it's going to be a free kick on the edge of the box. I don't think that's a foul in any way. It's a free kick then for Norwich. Duffy is a Leeds fan. Duffy is a Leeds fan. No. Free kick then. Oh yeah, he'll get the shot creating action for it. But I was just hoping it would go down as an assist. Jonathan Rowe then stands over this free kick with Gabriel Sara. Sara shoots. Saved by Melier. Really good save. It's a good free kick. Good save by Melier as well. Corner then. For Norwich. He's gone short. towards the edge. Now Jack Stacey's going to try and clip the ball into the box, and it's gone straight over everyone for a goal kick. I don't mind that at all. Do that all day if you want Norwich, because you've got a much better chance of scoring if you just actually put the ball in the box from your corners. You've shown that you've nearly done it twice. Oh, Archie Gray's lost the ball here to Jonathan Rowe. Jonathan Rowe running down the wing, trying to get the ball across, blocked by Roden, and Norwich have another corner. Yeah, I agree. Archie is looking heavy in the legs, and he's just given the ball away for that chance then, and it's just not what you need. Sarah with the corner then. Sarah to take the corner kick. Curls it in towards the penalty spot. Headed away this time by Rodon. Then flicked on by... oh, Dan James is so quick. He nearly got there then. Flicked on by Ampadu. Oh, sorry. Somerville it was, wasn't it? Nonto and Pat Bamf coming on. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, to be honest, if Bamford comes on for Pirot, because I don't think Pirot's been very good today. And I don't think it's been his game. He's not been able to get into it very much. So I think bringing Patrick Bamford on just offers you something different. And at this point, you've got to try, haven't you? Jorginho does really well. Great ball through there from Jorginho into Dan James. Dan James looking for options. Dan James across the box. This time it's out from Duffy, deflected and doesn't go in. And I think the referee's blown the whistle and McLean's still down here. I think he just got absolutely rinsed by Rutter and decided he was going to stay down. I don't want to see this random old bloke. I want to see the game. Stacey now with the chance down the right-hand side to get the ball in the box. He goes past Byram. Chance to shoot. Oh, my God. Melier put it straight into the path of Ida, and he put it over the bar. Would have been an open goal, but I think he may have been offside. That's me. I'm not that old. Melier pushed it straight into the path of Adam Ida, and luckily he put it over the bar. Now, finally, Paddy Bamf. Oh. Nonto's come on for Kamara. That's a strange one. So does that mean he's playing in central midfield, or are we going even more up front? And who's Bamford? Bamford's coming on for Byram. So who's going to play at the back then? I guess it will go 3 at the back. But then who goes in the who goes in defence? I'm confused. Is Archie Gray playing at centre back? Strauch, Ampadu. Melier out wide. I'm trying to figure out how this is going to work. Pirot does well, gets the ball back there. Now Jorginho. And Strauch with a good ball out wide to Nonto. Nonto back into Archie Gray. Then back to Pirot. Oh, sorry, it's Rutter. Rutter goes really well past his man. Ball into the box. Ah! Nearly gets it to Pirot, but doesn't quite. He just puts too much on this pass to Pirot. Just needed a little bit less on it, and Pirro might have had a chance to shoot there with his weak foot. 20 minutes to go then. At Carrow Road. All I can see happening is us conceding another one if he's gone this attacking. Sarah with a chance to shoot, and he's going to, and it's deflected off Ampadu, and now Somerville with a chance to go forward. Bloody hell. Not on the same page there. Roden does really well to take the ball off Adam Ida. Keeps it in. Does really well. Now Archie Gray. Now Ampadu. Ampadu looks up to spray a ball but doesn't do so. Now Pirro passes it back to Archie Gray. Now Nonto. Norwich doing a good job of forcing us to go back. I'm really confused. Bamford for Byram. I'm confused as well because Nonto came on Kamara, so I think we're just playing like 5 up top. Somerville. Dan James on the corner of the box. Tries to cross it in, but it's blocked by Sarah. And then Somerville tries to keep that one in. It's going to be a throw in to Norwich, I think. $2.27. It is a big call to do with 17 minutes left, isn't it? We seem to be still dealing quite well with it, though. And now Nonto with the ball. Nonto looks for an option. Across to Pirro. Pirro to Somerville. Somerville looking for an option. Then into Pirro again. Pirro across the box. Bamford tries to shoot. Can't get it out of his feet because there's so many players around him. But Leeds have the chance to come again now with Archie Gray. Out wide to Jorginho. Jorginho comes inside. Does well to keep hold of the ball. He still nearly had it then and just taken off him. And now Leeds win it back through Dan James. Leeds have so many players up there that they're just winning the ball back every time. Now Somerville. Somerville in the box. Looking for a chance to shoot. Ball to Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu shoots! Oh! Smashes into the goalkeeper's water bottle just wide of the post. Ooh, Ampadu, if he'd have just put that on target, it probably would have gone in that bottom corner because the goalkeeper was unsighted. Leeds with a... oh, no, actually. It was a corner, so it was deflected. Dan James then with the corner kick. Good ball into the box. Headed. Nonto. Somerville on the edge. Now back to Nonto. Nonto tries to get through and his touch goes all the way through for a goal kick. Adam Forshaw coming on. Bloody hell, they're making 3 more substitutions. Stacey, back to Duffy, all the way back to the goalkeeper. Pirro putting a bit of pressure on him, making him go long, which is a good chance for Leeds to win this back. And they do through Joe Roden. Now Somerville. Strauch. Good ball from Roden into Pirro. Pirro out wide to Nonto. Nonto looking for options here. He should have some because he's got about 10 strikers with him. Now Pirro. Pirro with a nice pass out wide to Dan James. Dan James has a shot. Good save by the goalkeeper. Nearly in the bottom corner there. Good strike from Dan James. Nearly caught the goalkeeper out. It was a good idea. Don't mind that. Again, it's going to be a corner kick. Dan James to take. Now Nonto. Nonto to the edge of the box. Somerville shoots. Yes! Goal! John ruined it, but goal! Come on, Somerville. 2-2. Please don't put it in the chat before a goal goes in, because I won't. But Somerville finally curls one in. Posting in. Nonto to Somerville. Somerville curls it, posting in. Really, really good strike from Somerville. Curls it, hits the post and goes in. Come on, Leeds. 2-2. Adam Forshaw comes on. Forshaw on for the number 8, Gibbs. And Fastnacht for Rowe. Nope, Forshaw's going on for Norwich. And the final substitution of those three is the person who's going to take the actual kick, and it's Huang for Ida. Or Ida. Not sure how he... Oh, it's going to be a free kick to Norwich, about halfway inside the Leeds half. Sarah. It's actually Adam Forshaw over this ball. Looks weird in the Norwich kit. No way Forshaw is fit enough to play 13 minutes. Sarah clips that one towards the box. Nearly headed away by Archie Gray, but he missed it, and fortunately for him, it went out for a goal kick. Really good goal from Somerville, wasn't it? Off the post and in. We had some really easy chances to score earlier, and that's the one that we scored. That's football for you. Now Strauch comes forward with it. Into Dan James. Dan James to Ampadu. Ampadu into Bamford's feet. Well left by Bamford. Now he gets it back again. Bamford into Jorginho. Jorginho round the corner to Bamford. Tries to poke it through and can't quite, but really good play from Jorginho there. He was being held the whole time, so I don't know about the legality of that, but oh, he just couldn't quite get his shot off Bamford. Really good play from Jorginho to get the ball for him. Now Norwich on the right-hand side. Ball with Stacey. Tries to get it in the box, but it's been deflected wide for a corner by Pascal Strauch. Sarah going to take this corner kick. Sarah's corner. Meslier punches away towards the edge of the box. Been pushed backwards by Stacey, and it's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper, and Leeds are going to be able to gain a lot of yards here. Header won by Dan James. Offside against Sarah. Did really well, Leeds, to get back out of their own box there and play Sarah offside. See if there's anybody I know in the Leeds end. Not that I could see then. Strouk's going to have to go all the way back to Meslier. Meslier back to Strouk. Now Jorginho. Still has the ball. Oh, slips there. Manages to get the ball back, though. And now with Somerville. Somerville drives forward. Somerville up against Forshaw. Goes past him. Now Nonto on the right-hand side. Nonto coming towards the box. Shoots across the goal. And then saved by the goalkeeper. It's going to be another corner kick to Leeds United. We are in for an exciting last 9 minutes here at Carrow Road. Nonto came across, had a shot near post and saved again by the goalkeeper. But Leeds have a corner kick. Nonto's shots just seem to be on target more often than a lot of people. So it's worth having him for that. Dan James to take this corner kick. Dan James takes it towards the penalty spot. Headed towards the edge of the box. Now Somerville. Back to Strouk. Back to Archie Gray. Then to Nonto. Back out wide to Dan James. Dan James puts it across the box. It goes across everybody and cleared by Jack Stacey. And it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Oh my God. This is really getting tense now. From 2-0 down, can we win 3-2? Nonto now. Has to go all the way back to Roden. And Roden's going to come across to Strouk, but he's under pressure here. Strouk goes to Somerville. Somerville takes a touch to Ampadu. Then back to Strouk. Now Rodon. If he can get it to Gray here, he can get it out wide to Nonto. Nonto, Bamford couldn't quite turn on that one. And there's a ball down the line for Norwich, and it's going to go out for a Leeds throw-in. Archie Gray is going to take this one, I think. Oh, Jaden Anthony's getting ready to come on as well. Jesus. We're going to take Meslier off and put Jaden Anthony on. Dan James coming off then. Jaden Anthony comes on for Daniel James. Archie Gray with the throw in then. Down the line to Bamford. Bamford gets a nice flick on. It's just being headed around at the moment. Nonto's adjudged to have fouled McLean, I think. He's trying to say he jumped on me. And he did jump on top of him. Free kick for... I think I said a free kick then. Free kick there for Norwich. Chance for them to put the ball in the box. And they're going to go short with it into Sarah. And now Sarah's going to clip it into the box towards the back post. Headed away by Bamford. Now a chance for Leeds to break here. Now Somerville on the break. Go on, Somerville. Run it. Somerville towards the box. Has a shot. Somerville! Yes! 3-2! Somerville! Oh my God! What a counter-attack. Terrible free kick from Norwich. And Leeds have gone ahead 3-2 from 2-0 down. Oh my God. Jorginho then into Somerville. And Somerville just takes it past the goalkeeper. Wow. Curls it right in that bottom corner. And Leeds are now 3-2 up with 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go, 3-2. That is what's called resilience. Coming back. He slid straight into Coops and the other substitutes. Daniel Farke's sat there very moody still. Oh, Norwich are absolutely rattled. We've just played the ball from the kickoff, and it's just rolled straight out of play in front of Jack Stacey, and it's not a good pass. Jaden Anthony. Now to Strauch and then back to Meslier. Meslier out wide to Archie Gray. Gray into Nonto. Nonto's been fouled there, and Leeds are going to win a free kick, which will slow things down nicely. I was thinking that. I was so miserable before that. Oh, do you know what? I won't say it until the end. How has Meslier been given a yellow card? Surely if anybody's going to get a yellow card, it'd be Archie Gray. And now there's a little bit of fighting on the halfway line, which will slow things down even more. Meslier is going to take this kick now. He's going to send it as long as he can, I think, into the corner. Leeds with the ball with Carrow. Now Nonto. Nonto back to Rodon. Then Strauch. Strauch out wide to Jaden Anthony. Back to Ampadu. Good ball into Somerville and then flicked around the corner for Anthony, and Jack Stacey's leathered that one into touch. Oh no, I wasn't on about that comment, Alex. I was ignoring that one. Still annoyed at us conceding 2 and missing chances. Yeah. Yeah, it is annoying. But I think we have proved a bit of resilience, haven't we? Meslier sends that one as long as he can up towards Bamford. Oh, Bamford takes it. Oh, his touch nearly dropped to Jorginho there. Stacey back to his goalkeeper. Or Stacey to Duffy and then back to his goalkeeper, should I say. Now Gibbs tries to get the ball forward, intercepted by Carrow, but Leeds has still not got the ball, and now it's a throw in to Norwich. They've gone backwards with it to Adam Forshaw. Now back to Gibbs and then across to Duffy. Sorry, that's not Duffy, that's McLean. McLean plays it forwards. Giannoulis tries to get it in, cleared away. Now Nonto. Nonto out wide to Joel Carrow. Carrow dispossessed, but he's tackled him. Now Jorginho with the ball. Played it all the way across to Jaden Anthony. Now Jorginho. Oh, Jorginho! And then he's won a free kick. Jorginho is just class, isn't he? He's so good. He just had 3 players around him and just sort of like rolled the ball around and went through all of them. Now Leeds have got a free kick. 3, 2, 1. It is 90th minute. 8 added minutes. 8. Strauch. Rodon. 8 added minutes, by the way, guys. I'll tell you what. I'll put that on so you can see. It's been like 17 seconds, but it won't make much of a difference. Bamford. Bamford plays the ball to Strauch. Now Jaden Anthony. Jaden Anthony on the edge of the box, looking to create something. Ball goes to Somerville. Anthony. I think they're just trying to hold the ball in the corner here, but we have got 8 minutes to be doing this. Somerville goes back to Strauch. Strauch into Forshaw, which is a year ago would have been a pass to our own team. But not anymore. I think Forshaw was trying to race Strauch to the ball then, and that was never going to go well for Forshaw because he is very, very slow. Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from. Tony Dorigo said he doesn't know where the 8 minutes have come from. I don't really. I don't think there's been 8 minutes on this game. Sarah tries to play the ball forward, headed away by Rodon, and now played out wide by Norwich, and it's gone out for a Leeds throw-in right by the Leeds United substitutes. Headed away by Gray. Then really good touch by Jorginho, and it's gone out for a Leeds throw-in. He's so good. Archie Gray, I think he needs to just throw this as far as he can down the line. Good header by Nonto. Flicked on again by a Norwich player this time. Then headed by Archie Gray. Bit of head tennis going on at the moment. Now Patrick Bamford. It's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Archie Gray throws that one down the line to Jorginho. Now it's going to be another throw into Leeds. Archie Gray just letting that one go out. Not a great clearance by Norwich, but they still managed to get it away. But only as far as Ampadu. Ampadu gets the ball and gets it into Bamford. Bamford shoots! Straight into the goalkeeper's gloves. It was on target, but we have given them the ball. Duffy into McLean. To be careful of McLean because he can really ping a football. Now Giannoulis. Nonto with a really good tackle, and Nonto still somehow has the ball, and he's gonna. Surely that's a foul. Surely that's a foul, ref. Oh my god, Nonto's just been pulled down from behind. So how is that? Oh, and that's a foul, is it? This referee. Jesus. On the edge of the centre circle, then for Norwich on the Leeds side, they have a free kick and they've started playing. Ampadu trying to defend his man. It's going to be offside from Jack Stacey as he ran back from an offside position, and he's got to be fuming with himself for that. Substitutions being made. Liam Cooper and Luke Ayling are coming on. I don't know if sometimes defensive substitutes this late are a great idea because they're not warm and they're not into the game. I don't always like it. Pirro for Ayling and Somerville for Cooper. Somerville, who has had an excellent game, definitely man of the match. Comes off for Liam Cooper. Daniel Farker actually just gave him a kiss on the forehead. Meslier to take this goal kick. Well, free kick actually for the offside. He's just going to send it long. Down towards the corner where Bamford holds it up really well. Now Forshaw clears it for Norwich, which is confusing this, isn't it? He's been at Leeds for so long. Now Giannoulis. Ball into Sarah. Archie Gray tackles him. Now Nonto. Nonto got a drive with this here. And Jorginho is on the other side, but it's too late now. But Leeds will instead keep the ball. Jaden Anthony does well. Beats his man and then gives the ball to Coops. Cooper out wide to Ayling, who's now playing as like a right wing back. Now Bamford. wins a throw-in. Surely he won that throw-in. That's a Norwich throw-in. That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. 2 minutes to go then. 2 minutes to go of the additional time. For sure. Rodon up against Springett. Ayling seems to have fouled him, and he has fouled him, and it's going to be a free kick in a dangerous area near the corner flag for Norwich City. Rodon was dealing with it, and Ayling's just come across and swiped him. It's going to be a free kick, and Sarah's going to take it. We'll talk about your comments soon, but the goalkeeper has come up for this one. Gabriel Sara to take this free kick then. Puts the ball into the box. Headed away by Rutter. Shot wide by, I don't know, whoever that was. Terrible. There's no point in it. Meslier then to take this goal kick. He needs to be careful he doesn't get red carded here for taking too long. Send that Meslier before you get a yellow card. Meslier does so over the halfway line. Jorginho Rutter goes for the header but lost it against Duffy. A bit of head tennis going on again. Ampadu now hoofs it. Bad touch, terrible touch from the Norwich City left back, and Bamford can take his time over this throw in. I would just take so long you get a yellow card, to be honest, Bamford. We're now over the 8 minutes. The one down below is slightly wrong, but we are now over the 8 minutes. 8 minutes and 13, 14, 15 seconds. Ayling. Then towards the byline, then Nonto. Nonto's going to try and hold it in the corner. No, he's not. He's still got the ball, though, with Rutter. Yes! 3-2. What a comeback that is. What a comeback that is. That is absolutely class. Leeds United 3, Norwich 2. Somerville scores 2 goals and Duffy scored an own goal. And yeah, we've won 3-2. We've won 3-2 from 2-1 down, from 2-0 down. What a result that is. That is fantastic for Leeds United. We go. Somebody said we go third in the table. Let's have a look at the championship table. Leeds go third in the table after that victory. Excellent win. Excellent win. Goal difference up to 7. 22 points out of 12 games. Really, really good. Brilliant, brilliant result for Leeds United. Excellent, excellent comeback win. Thank you so much, Akira. Really appreciate that. Third, yes. Karen saying third. What a win. Thanks everybody who's thanking me for the stream and stuff. Really appreciate everybody who joins in. Woof! What a win that is. What a win that is. I am going to do a match reaction in a minute. That's what I was going to say before. So I was going to say before, when we were losing 2-0, I was just like, I really don't want to do a match reaction. But now I'm like, okay, let's talk about this game. Let's talk about this game. Comeback of the season so far. 2-0 down to 3-2 up. Thanks everybody who's joined me and is thanking me for the watch along. I really appreciate it. It would be great to scroll through some of the earlier comments and see how they have aged. Yeah, we were all a bit depressed, weren't we? But yeah, fantastic. That is it. We have won against Norwich City 3-2. What a victory. What a victory. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining me. Thank you for those of you who have donated, because it does massively help me out, and when is better to do so than when we've just won 3-2 against Norwich. Fantastic. Thank everybody so much for those. And thanks everybody for joining me in general. Thanks to all the members who join as well. The membership button's down below if you want to become one of those members, the exclusive Leeds Lately membership club. And yes, fantastic result. I'm off to record a live watch along. Live. I've just done that. I'm off to record a match reaction and upload that. So if you want to see me talk about the game in a little bit more detail, you can do so there. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks everybody for joining me so much. We'll be back in the next game, no doubt. So yes, thank you very much, everybody, and I shall see you next time on Leeds Lately.